Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. How are you doing? I hope you're better than me. Man, I had a late night. And whenever I say late, I mean late, man. I was so late that it was early. So, like I slept in for a good reason. Oh, my word. Oh my god, I forgot that that's what was up on the wall. Greetings to all of you. I'm okay. Well, okay is it's not bad to be just okay, you know? Can I adjust that? I hate having so much of this white space on this side, and I've preferred. And what I really need to do is clean up this freaking dresser behind me because I got a Christmas tree back there. I'm that schmuck who's left his Christmas tree up to February. In fact, I was so bad about it that I built the damn thing whenever I built it in January. I put my tree up in January. Holy crap. While you sleep past your bedtime, old man. I was busy recording a podcast last night. I was up. Usually, I try to go to bed at 2 a.m., absolute latest. I miss that frequently enough, but not by a whole lot. But the podcast recording started at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then it went until like a little past 7, and I was like, I'm just gonna fall into bed. So, and before I fell asleep, I shut all my alarms off. I was like, nope, not doing it. So, to be fair, your back issue. Yeah, I do have the back issue with Kato. Yes, actually, it is for the Pipcast 3000, the podcast that Kato does. So, that'll be happening soon. I still haven't sent my audio over to Kato. I don't know when he'll be putting everything together, but I plan on packaging the audio up and getting it over to him today after I finish streaming.
Ooh la la.
Well, well. Hey, look, I actually fixed the notification. It's not cutting off on the bottom anymore. The Pimp Boy 3 million? Was it million or billion? I don't remember. Um, a 6 a.m. resub for the 95-month sub streak. My God. That TG, thank you so very much. That's a long time. Holy moly. Next month will mark 8 years. 8 years, that's a long time. You are just shy of 8 years. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on managing to keep that streak. And I'm really appreciative that you've stuck around so long, you know? Thank you so very much. Um God, that is a long time. That is a long time. I've been in this game for 15 years in video production and whatnot. So somebody who's been through it for about half the time, that's impressive. That's impressive. You deserve props for that, because wow. Of course, I am happen to be here. Is that an autocorrect flaw? Today, guys, we're going to be playing some Minecraft, mostly because one, after the late night, I don't have the energy to play Hades. I would love to go back and play some more Hades, but I don't have the energy for that like level of twitchy. Oh, we don't want to get hit type stuff, and also like I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. I haven't streamed Minecraft. I still regularly pick up Minecraft and play it in my own time, basically for like a half hour to 1 hour intervals, and it's almost exclusively in the process of like collecting up rare materials that I'm trying to stockpile in the game. Not necessarily for any good reason other than the fact that I built a warehouse. I want to fill the warehouse. So let us open my music player here because I got to get some music going for this game. And Can I log this in? Where did I leave my character? Oh, I'm right here. Okay, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. There we go. Cool. Okay. Time to mine some crafts. Yes, and I'm not entirely certain of what exactly I should get up to today. Oh, I should probably put some of these things away. I've been very slowly collecting up the crimson wood, not by exploring, but by like individually growing the trees and like chopping them down and everything. Like I've got an entire system here, in Midcrest. Oh, a different texture pack. Yes. Resource packs. Whimscape. It's called Whimscape. Like I've been using Lithos for a long time, but Lithos, Elazar has not updated Lithos in a long time, and I was like, I kind of want something with the, fresher textures. I want textures for everything, and I went looking and I found Whimscape, and I was like, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. I have been a follower and sub since maybe the 2nd year mark, so 14 years ago. Just only been subbed here 8 years, which must be close to your streaming start date. Like I've had some false starts. Like there were a couple of channels that I had, and I think that there were 2 other Twitch channels that didn't really go anywhere. One of them was a Justin TV channel. My God, that's really going back. Ocean Monument. I'm not doing that alone. Crossroads, Dye Farm, Cactus, Cocoa, and Beetroot. Build the Dirt Temple. Subway system. Didn't I have a... Yeah, I've got a... Like, that's a server-wide to-do list. This is a local to-do list. Make the station underground. That's mostly done. Stockpile quartz. That doesn't really need to be done either. Still prefer Faithful 64 textures yourself? Now that I think about it, I may have grabbed that. Resource packs? Yeah, I've got it right here. Faithful 64. So, like, I could reasonably switch it. There we go. Faithful 64. Changes the look of the game quite a lot. Did Unitef fix that one tunnel? Yes, the one tunnel is fixed. That's also another one of the projects that I could get up to today. Some Minds of Butt today? Hello, Buttfee. Hello, chat. God. Some Minds of Craft today. Hello, Strife. Hey, chat. Greetings, Basilius. Yeah. The,
Ooh la la.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab up this, this minecart. But as you can see, this is the tunnel that was filled in. So that Tev and I worked on last time. Actually, God, I don't really know what to do with myself. One thing that I do know that I need to do is actually go upstairs and get rid of this bone meal. I have to stash this. I should not be carrying it around. Cooler Man Nacho, thank you so very much for the subscription. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream, and enjoy yourself while you are here. Hello, William. I have been subs to you for 7 years and 2 months. Every time I heard Subway Station, I think of Fallout 3. I love the FNAF movie. I wonder if I will ever find the time, or just in general bother to watch the FNAF movie. So, don't need to be carrying that around. Don't need that on me. I feel like there's something missing from my inventory here. I am not used to such clean icons. Clean icons are just freaking weird to me at this point. In fact, I think I I think I'm so not used to it that I'm going to go to... Gonna go back to Whimscape. How am I feeling today? I am tired. I am tired. I was up quite late recording a podcast with my friend Kato, and like that's the reason why I'm here late. It's because, oh my god, I needed my sleep. Oh yeah, look at that. So options, music and sound. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down to save you guys the ear time. But this is the tunnel. I could work on this tunnel today. There's nothing stopping me from like trying to figure out how to beautify this tunnel because it definitely needs it. How's Harker doing today? Harker is increasingly in and out of the bathroom. We finally gotten to the point where we allow Ratchet to be out, because the way that we started it was we would like lock Ratchet away in a separate bathroom and then let Harker out and let him explore and whatnot. We're up to the point where we're not putting Ratchet away, but we still have to like supervise both of them. So, and like it's a process. It's a process. That's the best way to define it, to describe it, because I guess the best way to say is that it's messy, you know? Like, acclimating those two cats to each other, especially after they had that tussle. Like, they had one really hard tussle, and now things are very tense between the two of them. Does Ratchet like his new brother? Ratchet is the one hissing at Harker now. Ratchet was just very curious about Harker initially, and then they had that fight. And now Ratchet really doesn't want to get around. Ratchet doesn't like Harker now. So, hard to say who's responsible for what, you know, but that's the situation. All right, so this is what I think I might bother doing today, working on the station here for Sideshale. You know, the warehouse and everything. This is the back end of it. So this, like, the warehouse was never really supposed to have a station, but building it into the back of the structure is what makes the most sense in my opinion. How's Mistress? She is sleeping. She is snoozing hard right now, so it'll be a rough few weeks, but things should calm down. The biggest challenge is that Harker has basically lived his entire existence for the last 2 weeks at least inside of just that small bathroom. And we have to acclimate him to the idea of like, no, you can leave. And most importantly, you can go downstairs. Hello, Steven. How you doing? So like we have to teach this cat that he can go down the stairs. And that's critical because the cat box is downstairs, and because Ratchet is such a bad shot, as it were, he will stand in the box and he will pee out of it. So we can't let him use like the super shallow box that's in the bathroom that Harker's been using. Let's see. What is my storage situation looking like? Oh, I have a lot less purpur block here than I thought. I thought I was way further down the line on purpur block. Evidently, I was wrong. Okay. What about endstone? Where am I sitting? Oh, wow. I got a bunch of endstone here. Okay. So this wall over here is supposed to be all the different types of woods in the game, which is going to need another adjustment after the most recent update. Because now we've got cherry wood. Still haven't found cherry trees on the server. Not too focused on trying to find this stuff either. Man, there's so much work left to do. I don't even have 2 full boxes of red nether brick. To say nothing of the situation with normal nether brick. It's not a whole lot better. Are you excited for the new tough blocks, copper blocks, and mud blocks? Oh, wait. What new mud blocks? I didn't... They're introducing new types of mud blocks? I didn't know this. Cherry and mangrove. Well, those are already in the game. Cherry and mangrove have been in the game. Like, the cherry tree was introduced in this current version, and mangrove was introduced, like, I don't know, one version ago or something? I don't remember. We really need copper armor and tools. It would be nice to have something like that. Okay, options... Music, we'll go ahead and turn that back up. We'll also get this music on the go. Minecraft music, just kind of like coming in and out on the back end of everything. Which is not to be confused with anything sexual. Coming in and out of the back end of something is not a sexual statement, I swear. I mean, are you missing both cherry and mangrove in storage? I am missing cherry trees because I haven't found any. But when it comes to mangrove, we have found mangrove forests on the server. Where are they? Yeah, mangrove is right here. I don't think I have a whole lot. Come here. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot of work farming the mangrove trees. The biggest problem with mangrove is that you get a stupid amount of... Get a stupid amount of the freaking roots. Copper blocks acting like wires for redstone win. Yeah, like the just the flip-flop block. Like that's something else, man. Just a flip-flop. I like these types of games too. Victoria 2, Europa Universalis 4, and Tropico 5, and Master of Orion 2. Those are games that I've tried so hard to play them, and I can't wrap my head around them in the end. I thought there was more mud blocks coming with the tough blocks, but I might be mistaken. I don't know anything about it. I haven't been paying super close attention to what's coming in the next update of Minecraft. I do know that they have tough brick coming. Okay, so what I think I want to do, chat, today is I want to modify the back of the warehouse here to basically encase this stairway to get down into the station. So the question immediately becomes, what do I build with? Do I do a left-right pitched roof? You know, do I basically mirror the roof on top with more copper in like a small pillbox on the back? Do I like make a... Do I just build like a separate, you know, slope that starts high next to the wall and then like slopes down to the back here? Mud bricks? No, I'm not doing mud bricks. Like, that is 100% against what I'm trying to do here. It's got to be... What was this material again? Let's check it. Okay, yeah, that's a stripped oak log. So, the support struts need to be oak log. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this is all spruce, isn't it? Yeah, that's spruce. Okay, so we've got spruce, and then the border on the inside should be like dark oak, I think. Those are dark oak stairs. Tough will have the same variety as stone wall brick chiseled. Oh, that's deeper than I thought. The last time I listened about it, I seem to recall it just being, you know, just the brick variant. William, you need a head for strategy games to begin with. Well, I started my my first online multiplayer games were strategy games. Like I used to be utterly obsessed with those games. It's been a long time since. The strategy genre has it's not quite the same as it used to be, you know? Let's check to make certain that there aren't additional spruce planks sitting around in chests here that I need. That I could be using. Not really. I have to stick with the aesthetic of what we've got here already. So that's the spruce chest. Okay, this. Man, for as much time as I've spent collecting up wood around here, it's amazingly slow to stockpile all of the logs. Okay, so the way that I see it, what I'll do is remove this stuff. I'll have to do some things out back here at some point to clean it up a little bit more, but there we go. Okay, so I'll have to strip these logs at a later point, but the way I see it, this is it's going to be okay for this to look like a little bit jank, you know? It's not going to be that big of a deal. Let me, we've probably got some stairs and whatnot sitting around here that I can use to test out what the roof is going to look like. If I don't have it in here, I might have it in the bunkhouse. My God, I've really been... That's a lot of sticks, and that's a lot of bucket o' fish. Look at that hotness. My God. Organizing it all, even though I don't really have to. Oh my God, worker demands. Chat, I forgot that I still had this thing. Representative Countess Tevil Grey. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Should we shape it to look like a dick? Oh my God. Have you heard the copper trap doors open and close, but also when walking on them? This sounds familiar, but I don't think I've committed it to memory in any capacity. Also, holy crap, have I ever gotten a lot of ominous banners since here. Stairs. Yes, stairs. Let's keep searching to make certain that I'm not skipping over anything. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit cold today. It is a bit cold out today. There isn't enough buckets of fish to feed me for a day. Oh, wow. Hungry. Okay, well, we appear to, like, not really have anything. What the heck? Oh my God. This is my organization of what's supposed to go into the boxes. End stone, purple block, andesite, diorite, granite, tough, smooth stone. Chest 28. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Prismarine, dark prismarine. Prismarine brick. Moss block, magma blocks. Magma blocks. Oh boy, that's going to be a fun one. Soul soil, soul sand, clay blocks. And it's just an idea too. It's not necessarily a hard. Oh boy. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make all of that into stairs. It's unseasonably warm here. I'm jealous. I miss the cold. I mean, we've been dealing with, you know, relatively warm temperatures. It's not necessarily unseasonably warm, but it is a little bit warmer than usual. I think that's the best way for me to phrase it. I realize now that I should probably have my scaffolding on me. put another oak log there, and then that means that the roof can start right here. Wait a minute, what am I doing? There are no copper stairs in the game. Ah, foolish, foolish. What have I done? Okay, that being the case, this has got to come out. I'll just go ahead and stash these stairs. Just go grab a little bit of... Oh, man. Nightfall already? I don't want to deal with monsters, so... I live in the Northeast, so 50 degrees in February is highly unusual. There are copper stairs? Are there? Well, I don't have, like... Oh, we do. We do have copper stairs. Oh, wow, I never noticed... This is the first time I've looked at the copper blocks in this this texture pack. This is what waxed copper, the little like white outline around it looks like. All right, well, you know what? We'll grab both the cobblestone slabs and we'll grab the stairs and figure this out. I'm like this is a good part of why I'm playing this instead of playing something like Hades, because oh my god. My brain is a little bit fried right now. Okay. Well, I either like make it a pitch roof or I make it match what's going on with the roof of the warehouse, and the warehouse is not using stairs. So I think the first step is to do this without the stairs. And that, okay, that would be the top. Make a lean-to. My spelling is so bad. Your brains have gone into your feet? Yeah, more or less. I mean, not enough sleep will do that to you. Why does Bethesda not give you an option to change the FOV in their games? I wish I had an answer for that, man. So, if I do it that way... That puts the roof right there, which is immediately in line with that lower stair. Let's okay, let's rip this out and let's see what this looks like if I was to build this one block higher. Because part of me feels like the roof is a little bit too low. Last thing you want to do is build a roof and then be like, oh, I made the roof too low. I gotta rip the whole thing out and fix it up. I've been playing a lot of Enshrouded lately. It's a new game. If those of you who haven't seen it, it's fantastic. I highly recommend the game Enshrouded. But man, it's got me doing weird stuff. You know, I could probably get away with doing a little bit of a strange hacky here. that feels good. It's like almost just it's a little bit of a hack, so it's not super high, you know? Enshrouded is so good. I haven't been playing it and Pal World while watching videos of the on the other screen. Man. It's such a good game. Like Tev and I, we finally got out to like a brand new biome last night, and we were like, "Oh my god! Like, this is incredible. This is beautiful," you know. And then, if I do it this way, I think it intersects with... Where does this intersect with? Rip. This is a weird way to do this, but you know, like I just don't want to make more slabs. Do you think you will try Pal World? No, I realize at this point that it's like a bad idea for me to not play Pal World because people keep asking me to play it, but at the same time, I just don't care about Pokemon. And I have tried real hard to care about Pokemon, but it's not my thing. So, and as a result, every single time I try to play something that is a Pokemon-like, I'm like, no, I can't do this. I don't like it. No Hades today. Nope, no Hades today. Welcome to the stream. Warm here as well. Wore a long sleeve shirt but no jacket. Man, it's cooler than normal here, but like I was like, man, fuck that shit. I just started vacation. I'm gonna dress nice in a way that like is not conducive to the weather that I'm dealing with. So, you know, like just make basically my way of giving Mother Nature the finger, as it were. Okay, so this creates a little bit of an awkward situation with the way that the slabs are going to meet the wall. What I might do is just rip out these stairs right here and replace it with flat oak blocks. Building penis. Oh my god. Why would you... No, I'm not building a penis. Okay, well I think one thing's for certain. These struts are going to stay where they're at. And it's not going to be, like, this is not going to be a pretty addition. In all honesty, this is going to be an ugly addition to a nice-looking building, okay? Because this building was planned from the ground up to look in a very particular way. And now, like, I'm just going to slap something that's kind of flat on the back. This is what I'm doing here. That, like, not the most beautiful piece of architecture. You see that? It's just like, oh look, like you've got the large struts on the side, and it's all indented, and it looks nice. And you get back here, and it's like, oh, you just slap the box on the back. Hello, Zada. How you doing? I've been meaning to get this whole freaking thing packed away and like contained, as it were. Man, I realize how absolutely... Oh, no, wait, never mind. I was gonna say something that didn't actually make any sense. Boxes are nice. You just make me think of, like, Lilith in Borderlands 2. Corpses can be cozy, you know? Alright, I'll have to come up with some sort of a lighting system for this space, but for now, that'll do the job immediately. Let's go back front and grab some copper. It's very much like Ark. If you enjoyed Ark, you will probably like it, even if you tried it off stream. Never played Ark. Oh, I own a copy of Ark. I've never started. I don't. Have I ever even installed it? I don't know if I've installed it or not, but I don't think I've ever fired the game up once. So we've got. Oh dear. We've got waxed everything except for just waxed copper. Like, I don't have any unwaxed copper block. Damn it, Enshrouded. You've messed up all of my, like, standard key. Ugh. Bonjour, Williamson. God. Hello, Mr. Trashcan. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You can unwax with an axe. Yeah, it's just, I don't know that I have enough material to make that happen. How do I want to do this? Do you think it's a situation where it's like, okay, well, should I add a rib for the roof right here? In fact, on that note, maybe what I do is I rip this out right here because it's like an extension. We'll go ahead and... Oops. Yeah. We'll do... an extension of it to make it look a little bit different. Night has fallen. I don't want to deal with creepers. Oh, look, a talking trash can. God. Your Minecraft looks extra 8-bitty. You know, it's been a while since I've streamed Minecraft, so resource packs. I have like a built-in note here. We got textures, and that is no longer the same type of texture there, so... That's odd. Usually lets me modify the information on there. Properties? Alright, well, let me do it here. There we go. There we go. Have a nice tooltip up in the corner for anybody who's interested. It's very nice. Yeah, well, like I was always using one particular texture pack for a long time, and then like the guy maintaining it basically hadn't updated for a while, and I was like, you know, it's been a while since I've tried something new. Let's go ahead out. Let's go out and see if we can find something that's fully up to date for this version of Minecraft. So I went out and I started looking, and lo and behold, this is what I discovered. So, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Unwaxed material is what I want. Man, I really blasted through every last scrap of copper available to me. This is an issue. Like, if I look at the roof, you can tell that, like, the roof is made out of different materials. Comes out further. Like, I'm trying to do my best to mimic what's up there already. I have... Okay, so... I'm gonna double check the bunkhouse, and then I'm gonna see if I grabbed any of the copper and dragged it out to a different location. If there's any copper still sitting around on the server, because I haven't really run a proper copper mine pretty much ever. Mostly because copper is just like it's in so little of the current world generation. I don't have a place where I'm like, no, like the main purpose here is for copper. I've been thinking about establishing a base. I'm gonna have to go back to Midcrest to find out whether or not I've got extra copper sitting around. Like it was so difficult to get the roof for this place built for the series whenever I did it, because my god, there was just like nothing. Copper is rarer than diamonds here. Yeah, in this area. Like actually where the actual warehouse is built, copper does not exist because the world generation is so old. So I have begun my vacation, guys. I am now officially on vacation. Happy day. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good time off, right? You know, you don't have to get up on time, you don't have to go anywhere, and then the next thing you know, you're just lying around in your underpants. In newer worlds, there seems to be more copper than iron. Only because I think a lot of people are still trying to mine at the original height that that iron was at. Basically, if you try to mine around the area where copper is... if you try to mine around the area that most people remember iron being present, you're gonna find copper instead. So... Vacation? Me, working endless hours, making Fallout videos nobody watches. It's... YouTube is freaking awful like that. It is such a grind. And it is so punishing, and for a lot of people, unrewarding. It's sad, man. It's... Man. Any plans? My plan is to basically do a staycation, you know, after Christmas and everything. We still are, you know, financially recovering from, you know, like the holiday expenditures and everything. The only thing that we're going to be doing is like really taking a good look at, okay, wait a minute. If there's, would copper be in the old smith here? I don't think I would have brought copper into the old smith. The only thing that we, planned on doing really is just going to restaurants. That's pretty much it. Just going to restaurants, enjoying some of the places that we haven't been to in a while. Okay, well there is copper here. There is copper here. Oh, hey. I did have. There we go. This needs to be repaired, so I may as well pump some XP into that. Something, 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 Final Fantasy 16, something, something, missing a good story. Oh no, Basilisk, what are you doing? Did you build all of this? Oh, yeah, this is, there you go. The Minecraft world has a history. Learn about it here. That is a condensed video on YouTube about this server, and you can get some story behind, you know, how old it is, you know, the process of what it took to build all of this. Basically, this is a version 1.0 or just before 1.0 of Minecraft. That's when it started. So, if you want the full story, I encourage you to check out that video. That's in chat. You know, while that furnace chugs away over there, I think what I'll do is I'll get to work cooking some extra kelp and whatnot, because that's not gonna hurt anybody. Like, some people, they really, really enjoy Minecraft for, like, just the building aesthetic. Some people are like, they start a new game, they do a little bit, and then they get bored and they quit. That was very much so the case with me, and at some point I figured out that if I basically put myself in a position where I have to go between... If I get bored and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to start a new game, it's like, no, just put all of your stuff down, run out to a new location, and build a new village. And the result of that is, you know, like, I have this big world that's, you know, persistent. You're far from the first person to come through and just basically have their mind blown by how I've done this on the server. And it's this is entirely for me too. Like, I don't do this for anyone except for myself. So okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. Like, I could improve things around here so much, but this was like the original smithy that I built with a tower with the support pillar of furnaces in the middle, and it's like, yeah, I can get stuff done so fast. And it was before they put hoppers in the game and stuff, you know? But yeah, like, this server is now the backdrop for the ongoing Strife solution stories and whatnot that I write. And part of that is like, okay, well, what can I do interesting story-wise? And what can I do with the story based on, like, the type of builds that I want to make here? So actually, come to think of it, do I have I have an image here? No, doesn't look like it. You know, let me check something here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Clips on YouTube do relatively well, but videos that took 12 plus hours to get traction, like a lubed up city bike tire without a tread. Oh God. So what you're running into right there is the problem that shorts and videos are not the same thing. And I know that that's probably like, well, no duh, man. Shorts and videos, of course they're not the same thing. The thing is, shorts do not pay out well, and shorts' main purpose is growth. If you think about it, YouTube Shorts exists specifically to allow YouTube to compete with TikTok. But when you think about TikToks, nobody says, oh, I'm going to go and watch person on TikTok. Everybody's just like, no, I'm just going to watch TikToks. And people constantly swipe and they almost never watch all of the video. It's extremely short attention span. It's more, when it comes to shorts and TikToks, it's more about the platform than it is about who made the material that you're watching. And as a result, there is little to no translation between the two of them. It's not that there isn't translation between those two types of audiences, but it's not the same. You go to TikTok to watch TikTok. You go to YouTube to watch your creator that you like, you know? And I mean, does that make sense? And trying to get over that hump is the big challenge. So you can grow a channel with shorts, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are growing a dedicated audience with shorts, because people aren't tuning in to watch your shorts. People are tuning in to watch just shorts. Creating on TikTok is getting worse with every update, to be honest. They now force you to make 1 minute plus clips. Only then can they be monetized. Yeah, and that's just it. But like the extremely short form video content is it's exceedingly limited on how you can monetize that type of material. So you get a scale of economics thing going, where, okay, well, you can serve ads for, you know, X number of videos and stuff, but you cannot reasonably make split that money between people in a way where it's like, oh, hey, look, I made a livable wage or something like that. It's like, no, like this is a substantial amount of money if just the platform keeps it. And even then, like, how substantial is it in regards to like how much money the platform makes? I hope that what I'm saying is making at least some modicum of sense, because I know that this may be just coming off as like, what the hell are you talking about? You know? So my first time playing Minecraft was in 2020. I'm an old Minecraft man. I mean, young. So like that is an enormous thing that's going on with the evolution of online video content. And more importantly than that is the fact that I think that has been a component or a driving force behind the retirement, quote unquote retirement, of a whole lot of different just YouTubers. You know, that like over the last month or so, there have been a whole lot of creators who have just been like, you know what? I've done my thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull back. I'm going to pull back from all of this stuff. And I think that I think that short form video content has really, really upended a lot of existing careers, because it's like you can get on that hamster wheel and you can run and run and run and run, and you can build up an incredible company. You can build an audience, you know, you can build a network of channels, and that's great and everything, but it takes a whole lot of work. And then the minute that like the system that you're used to starts to change, it starts to make you question whether or not you want to be doing the thing anymore. So on TikTok, it always feels like I'm punished if I don't do exactly what they want. I have a German channel that's been getting less and less views if I don't upload what TikTok wants me to. Got to do what's popular, can't do niche. I mean, frankly, I don't really understand a whole lot of TikTok. I do not use TikTok. I've never gotten onto TikTok. Okay. I don't have an account. I don't watch videos on it. It's not my thing. In no short part because it's like, I don't have time for it. I have a larger attention span than just watching shorts. I'm not interested in that type of stuff. But everything that I've come to understand, just listening to other professionals who have had to interact and work with TikTok, is that it's really, really difficult to make anything resembling it. It has limited financial sense. That's what my understanding of TikTok is, and I don't know how much that has changed in time. Oh, damn it. I should have been holding that hoe. All right, well, block of copper. All right, we'll go ahead and toss that in there. We'll leave one single block of copper. I don't know that this is enough, but this is all the copper that's sitting around. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to come over here to the work board, or the to-do list. TikTok was an afterthought of mine when I started out. TikTok loves to throw views at you at the beginning and then take them away from you the longer you make content for them. I mean, I think that that's probably emblematic of the fact that TikTok in general is not so much about longevity. I think it's about the next new thing consistently, which would like, and that's, I think that would be more of a business model, because like what's good for a creator versus what's good for a platform are not the same thing necessarily, you know? I think that what's good for a platform is what's hot, what's amazing, what's incredible right now. And people who are new can do hot, new, and amazing things right now, and they either get on the ball and they figure out exactly how to feed that algorithm consistently, or you don't. And even then, I could reasonably see a scenario where it's like, well, you don't want any creator getting too successful and too important for the platform. Like basically, once upon a time, it was like, what is YouTube? Well, a lot of people would think PewDiePie, you know, like that's a time past now, but now it's like, what's YouTube? There are plenty of people who will say Mr. Beast. There's nobody that encompasses that idea on TikTok. There's no like, who's the biggest creator? And everybody basically says the same name, full stop. Like that doesn't exist. And I think that having an ecosystem where no one creator gets unbelievably big or too gargantuan means anything, you know? Like I think in regards to the health of the platform, that means that the platform holds the power and you don't end up with anybody who could be a face for anything. AVGN, some people back then on YouTube. It's also creating short attention spans. I think that there's a real argument to be had about that, but I don't even know how to tackle that type of a topic, so I won't even touch it. But I don't think that you're wrong either, so. Alrighty, so with that done, do have a spare stone cutter here. Ugh, the sun is going down again. This makes me wonder how there will ever be any future gaming content creators or science creators when all the people care about is what the latest hot dance is or whatever. I mean, something that we have to realize is that short form content is young. Very young, okay? Like we talk about, like in the online video space, you can talk about YouTube like it's the old grandpa, but we have to remember that YouTube is old as YouTube is not old. YouTube is at best 20 years, okay? At absolute best, it is 20 years old. And that is a very different, like, the youth of an industry, you don't know whether or not it's going to survive, you know, because it might not be economically feasible. No squat redeem? Just joking. How you doing? I'm okay. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but how are you doing, Nipty? It's good to see you again. Okay, so we've got unwaxed, and lest I be mistaken, I'm just gonna use my scaffold to get up here. Okay, yeah, this is all like the cut stuff. Yeah, the cut. God, I have to eat so many carrots to get anywhere with my freaking hunger. Okay, so... Old man British Strife. God, now there's something I don't think I've ever done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that 16 is enough, but that's what we're gonna start with. Okay, so we're just gonna mirror that, and then it's not gonna go onto this side. So that'll be a slab as well. And then that'll be the waxed right there. Gotta be careful with this stuff. Like none of the copper is weathered. It's gonna take time for it to properly weather, so I gotta make certain to get this right the first time. You're right. Let's just hope that short form content kind of dies out. Who knows? It could, but I wouldn't bank on it, you know? There's no telling. I turned 30 and found myself in school the next day. Like, is this a recent story, Nipty? Or like, are you burying the lead somehow and just like, oh, well, I'm kind of forgetting an important part here. So... Whoops. This copper is precious. I gotta be careful with it. Well, it was last Sunday, but thank you. Yeah, I mean, hey, happy birthday to you. Like I should be saying. You know, like a reasonable person. Okay, so that's that. All I got to do is adjust the inner wall now, so that it's flush, and I don't have those indented stairs and everything. The only thing left to do is to modify this thing with the waxed copper. So let's take another look at what things look like here. Okay, so I use the slabs. Okay, so the waxed copper blocks and the waxed slabs are what I'm using next. Ready Roo, always nice stopping by. It's getting late on this part of the globe, so I better dippy dip. Well, you know, it was nice to see you for a little bit there, Mr. Trashcan. Maybe you can enjoy that tour video that I put up on YouTube a while back at some point. At your leisure, though. No pressure. Okay, so how exactly did I go about doing this? It's one block out, and... Okay, so it's mirror the same thing, but do it one block out. Yeah. Okay. So... go, just pick all of this up. Making the ribbing on this thing is just a... This is not the easiest thing to do. So yeah, that would be like that. Then like that. Okay, so it's a mini version of what was going on up there. And that seems about right. Hope I got this right anyway. Oops. Not quite. Oh, it was possible for me to do that right here after all? Okay, that works. That works fine. There we go. Okay, cool. That's the roof done. I think that that's the way that it's supposed to look. Cool. Now with that finished, we'll come back in here and we'll patch the back wall up. I didn't think about how this was going to look for the back wall. No. Oh no. Okay. Okay, we'll give this a little bit more thought here. Okay, so if I remove this, there we go. Okay, that works. That's much better. Got myself a spruce lorg or two. Okay, so there we go. The interior is now here. It's nice and sealed up. What I can do now is I can either remove this door or something. So, okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of dark oak as well. Unless I got some extra? Did I leave extra in the front chest? That's an important question. Yes, I do. I have just a tiny bit of dark oak left over here. So glad I finally understand the difference between enjoying something to watch and enjoying something to play. For example, I could watch you play this and enjoy it all day, but if I were to try and play it, I would be so bored. I mean, it's a little bit like, I think about sports to a certain degree, you know? So, all of these stairs can come out. I could not, like, I could never be bothered to watch any type of a sports event. But every once in a while that I do end up in a situation where I watch sports, I'm like, okay, now that I'm actually watching it, I kind of get why people are excited about this. And then I go straight back to my whole situation of like, it's not really for me, you know? Which there's nothing wrong with. Is this spruce? No, I think that this is dark oak. This the oak chest, and this I believe. I have a lot of spruce sitting around. There we go. Okay. Now it's a matter of figuring out what the floor is going to be, fixing up the walls and everything, because now the tunnel is effective. Like everything is effectively fixed. It's all sorted, you know? Been meaning to get rid of this for a while. Are you going to build a Grand Central Station on the server? You see, if I had been planning from the beginning to put a big station on the server, I would have. But, I never intended to do this. It's just basically a project that's come up, and as a result, I don't really have a lot of space to work with for this stuff. Oh my god, I'm... Oh, no. Okay. Okay, there's so much space for smooth stone left. Or, well, just normal stone. Stash that. Need to hit the bunkhouse. Try to organize what I've got here ever so slightly. You know what? I'm going to take half of that back with me. And then... Was it here or was it over here? Yeah, here's where I was putting the, like, stairs and stuff. Yeah, I definitely get that. For me, I would end up by games that I like watching and realized I was enjoying the content from the creator and what they were doing with the game. And like that's kind of like the work aspect that's involved in creating something, you know? Like a lot of people, God, it's one of the most common statements out there where it's like, "Oh, well, I mean, you just make YouTube videos. Anybody can do that." And it's like, well, you say that, but you've never made YouTube videos, so you don't actually know the type of work that's involved in it, you know? So to that end, it's like there are two different majorly separate ways that you can look at the creation of content and video material. And it's really easy to think that that's super easy, but it turns out that like the minute that you try to try your hand at it, you're like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. And there are tons of stories of people realizing that, you know, the hard way. So when you come away and you're like, oh, this, like I liked watching someone play this game, but I don't like playing this game myself. That's essentially the other end of the experience, where it's like, oh, I liked watching somebody else do this because it was entertainment where work went in to make it entertaining. And, you know, like that's the thing that a lot of people who make that, you know, uneducated and ignorant statement of like, oh, anybody can make YouTube videos, you know? And it's like, well, sure, but like making an entertaining YouTube video, not everybody can do. So like my point isn't to be preachy about that situation. It's just like, no, they're like, that's something that you don't get until you go into it. And only now that you said that out loud, it's like, oh, well, there's another way that you can kind of glimpse that fact, you know? For me, I would end up buying games that I like watching. Oh, wait, I already read that. Okay. So I guess the next question that I have to answer is whether thunder already? Thunder and lightning. I was not expecting that to be the case. Lucky that I've got a lightning rod out there. Okay. Whew. Okay. I guess the next question that I have to answer is whether or not I want this to stay this way or if I want to open it up a bit. Like, have an open access to the station down below. For that matter, I should really, like, design the station down there to some degree. What if I just, like, rip this out a little bit. Because, I mean, I don't think it would hurt for me to just completely remove these trap doors. Rip the doors out as well. What if we... You know, I've got those dark oak stairs. Let's try to use these leftover dark oak stairs right here. And... Like, the door was really only ever put on because I needed the space to be a little bit more open. Like, I needed a way to keep mobs out, and that's not really necessary now. The tunnel down there is really well lit. That doesn't look good. That does not look good. Well, maybe I do this. And then I just put slabs in? Maybe I just do that. These buildings are really damn impressive. Oh, you mean like what I've got here? I don't know what to say. Like I think that it's kind of basic. I have a very particular building style, and I have a difficult time getting out of it. So anytime that I hear anybody saying, "Oh, it's impressive," I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like I've just basically built the same thing over several times in my life. That's basic? Okay, basic might be the wrong way to describe it. Cookie cutter might be the better way to do, because, like, I've got a style, you know? I have a definitive style. Now, and I don't deviate from it. Like, I found the style, and now I'm not deviating from it enough. And like, that's one of my personal challenges when it comes to building in Minecraft. It's like, okay, well, I've like built a lot of things, but they all look extremely similar, and I want to like broaden my horizons and try to make certain that things look different as I continue to build, which is a huge challenge, because once you're just building, once you know how to build something and you can just like pop it out one after another every single video, every build, it's like the comfort of just basically doing the same thing over and knowing what you're doing. Knowing what you're doing and doing it again and again is really satisfying for some people, and I'm one of those people. I think most people have that thing where it's, you know, getting stuck in the rut of sameness. So my building style is predominantly, it is boxes with a support column, okay? And then you can see that here. It's like, it's a support column, a wall, a support column, wall, support column. And I do that even whenever I don't have outright support columns visible. So here's a little bit of a variation on it. You know, it's like support column, and then we have wall. I've tried to stretch out a little bit. Oh my God, I forgot I had you here. My God, are you ever derpy? Okay, but you know, like the whole support column wall type thing is still present. And then like down here, we have the squid farm. It's still kind of doing the same thing as you see. So trying to get away from that like constant support column thing is my biggest personal challenge in regards to building. And because I do it over and over, I'm like, oh no, that's so freaking basic. That's so boring and so basic. Same story with this. I've worked hard to like make certain that I'm giving more depth and variation to the walls, but just support column wall, support column wall. And I don't know how much of that is me being reasonable versus me just being stuck in a rut. And the whole reason why I build the stuff that way is because, look, the support columns, 2 block entities fit between it. You got beds, they fit between those support columns perfectly. Chests fit between those support columns amazingly well as well. So okay, but I'm done with that. Let's go ahead and stash some of this stuff. There's a surprising lack of just normal dirt here. I'll have to, actually, come to think of it, should I do this right now? Put a couple of lanterns in here. Did I have spares anywhere? Do you play online / multiplayer off stream? I do not play multiplayer Minecraft pretty much at all, even though technically this is a server. This is not a single player world, but this is a personally run server. It runs off of my own home computer. It's not open to a wider network or anything. And Tev joins me on this occasionally. Games. Oh, games. No, not really. I don't play games with other people very often. Like, and it depends on the capacity of what you mean by multiplayer. Because, like, I've basically taken, I have long since taken the hard stance that it's like, no, I don't play with internet randos. I refuse to play with people whom I do not already know. That's, like, one of the hard rules that I have for myself. Because I just cannot stand the way that other people will act. I play too slow and methodical for a lot of people. And because of the environment that most multiplayer scenarios lend themselves to, you need to be fast, you need to be optimized, you need to be efficient, and there's basically one way to really play a game well. And if you deviate from that, then you get raked over the coals for it, or you get, like, thrown into the, you know, like, you get torn to shreds. You get torn to shreds if you don't play a very prescriptive way. And my style of gameplay is just way too, like, I want to just, you know, like, wander around and look at the minutia of the world and, you know, get in, like, really look at the details and everything. Like, online gaming it has no space for that. It's like, why aren't you optimizing your way into the most efficient build ever? You're wrong if you don't do it that way. And that's so prevalent that you cannot play an online game enjoyably if you don't do that. So, haven't seen you in forever. How goes it? How goes Minecraft? It's all right. It's all right. Good to see you, iShadows. It's Shadows. I'm sorry. Oh my God, Doomsday, you redeemed that freaking accent like a half hour ago. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Tell you what, I've got to get myself a refill on coffee. Because this is the last of it for me, so. What accent? It was Old Man British Strife. So I can do Old Man, no problem. Figuring out how to do that with a British accent, however, is going to be difficult. A bit of a challenge of mine. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to go ahead and just take my character upstairs, park in a safe place. And I'm going to get a refill on my coffee. Oh, is the sun going down already? My God. Makes sense to me. I think that's why I do single player games, and the people I used to play with really just play Apex or Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is just boring. It's different for everybody, and I don't want anybody to feel like I don't want to make anybody feel bad for what they enjoy, but the fact of the matter is that multiplayer spaces are very much so about doing the exact same thing repetitiously over and over. And like, if you're really gonna play it long term, the goal is to get really, really good at that. You know. Personally, I'm like, no, like, I want a story and I want a world and I want things to discover. And that's what I'm after, which is why it makes like playing games a second time over increasingly difficult. Like way back in the day, like the number of times that I played Metal Gear Solid over, whoo boy, the number of times that I played Tekken 3 over just to unlock characters. My God. Anyway, listen, I will be right back. You guys, relax, put your feet up and whatnot, maybe get a drink or whatever. But I'm gonna go grab some coffee and I'll be right back. Whoop. I've returned. Oh, wait.
Ooh la la.
Oh, look at you, Tev. Pulling out a subscription the minute that I get back. I just finished kissing you. Come on. Zombies is always fun. I still need to play Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 3. Man, I wanted to go back and play Borderlands 3 through, and then we went and played Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and I was like, oh, these are all the reasons why I didn't want to, why I shouldn't have gone back and played the pre-sequel. It's kind of sad when that happens. Right, I need to put my, I need to put the copper back where it belongs. Here's what I have to say. Like, play what you're gonna play. What I know is that the pre-sequel did not feel like a good game, and if I thought hard about it, I could probably give you a couple of reasons for that. But what I remember was that I wasn't really satisfied with the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 3 was like, well, it's just not as shiny and as well made as Borderlands 2, you know? And it's one of those situations where it's like, oh my god, it's all nitpicks where it's like, you guys got this 100% perfect in Borderlands 2. All you can do is go backwards from here. That's kind of the way that it works. And I feel that with every single Borderlands game since, you know? Borderlands 2 was basically 1.5 of the first game. But it was 1.5 in the most immaculate, like, we've thought every last detail through type of way. So oh, itchy nose. What have you been up to in this world, William? Most of what I've been doing in this world since I last played has more or less encompassed trying to collect up the resources to stock the warehouse, which is it's a bear of a task. Most of it has been... I'll go ahead and show you guys what I do. So this is something exclusive to Java, okay? What I'm about to explain. Basically, it is possible to turn stone into moss, okay? So what I've done is what I've done is I've got this mountain over here, and because this is really, really old world generation, there are basically no caves. There are extremely few caves in this area. So this little area here was original, and I dug out, like, I think this is a 10 by 10 space, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of moss down, and I'm gonna whack it with some bone meal, and then I'm going to rip all of the bone meal out. And then I'm going to continue to turn stone into bone meal this way. Over and over and over and over. I did not mine any of this with a pick. This has been done with nothing but bone meal and a hoe. So all of this I've turned it into moss. Okay? So, and this is still an ongoing project, okay? It takes, like, more than a stack of scaffold to get out of here. Ever had edible Legos before? I remember that one of the artists for Penny like one of the guys from Penny Arcade had a story about edible Legos, and he was absolutely wound up about it because he's a dad, and he was like, I have spent so much time teaching my son to not put certain things in his mouth so he won't choke. And they went and they made Lego bricks into a gummy. Like, he was wildly upset about that. Oh my god, it was like, this is the last thing that the kid needs. This is sending a mixed message. On that note, I have not had edible Legos, so. Simple fix. Don't buy them. Problem solved. Yeah, that would absolutely be the right thing to do. But anyways. So I go into that cave. I do the whole bone meal thing to turn the stone into moss. Then I come over here. Okay? I come over here. And this is the trick. This is the Java edition of Minecraft exclusive trick. I come over here and I fill in these spaces with the moss, and then I plant the saplings to grow extra tall spruce trees. Now, the trick in Java edition is that whenever the spruce tree grows, it can and will turn the moss into mycelium. Okay, not mycelium, podzol. So it'll turn the moss from moss into a form of dirt block. Then I use a shovel without any type of silk touch, and I collect it up to turn it into just normal dirt. Okay, so that's the idea. I'm turning, this is a roundabout method of turning moss into dirt to make it infinite, essentially. I take that dirt, I bring it over here. This is a mud making machine. I fill all of the dirt into this. I come over here. I break the go ahead and break that. And then so I can't do this because my shovel is too fast, but you put it in, you break it, and it's picked up by the hopper. And it immediately turns it into mud, and it collects it all up down here, okay? So the way that you do it is, you put dirt in your offhand, and you, use nothing but a stone shovel, and you hold down both buttons whenever you're staring at the top of this block here. And you can turn tons and tons of dirt into mud immediately. The entire purpose of this machine is literally to just water bottle blocks of dirt. And then I turn around and I place them in here. And if you place mud blocks on top of a block that has dripstone underneath it, because these blocks on the underside, they have dripstone underneath. I'll go ahead and see. So dripstone underneath all of these blocks. So I come over here and I fill this in, and this is how I create clay. This is how I create infinite clay, essentially. And I load that clay up into these. And then I push some fuel into it and I make bricks. That is a very expensive and roundabout way of doing it. Yes, and that's my method of trying not to mar the landscape of this area. That's the whole purpose of why I do it that way. I also, one of the other things that I do here, go ahead and grab it up. So this is my bone meal system over here. Take some bone meal. Grab a crimson fungus here. This is the other thing that I've been doing with my time. Usually I start the day drinking some coffee and listening to the news stories, so this is what I typically end up doing. Come over here to this little spot. Plant a crimson mushroom. Bone meal it. chop it down. But you can't just chop these things down because the warped wart, the crimson wart and the warp wart blocks, they will not automatically despawn, so you have to manually crack them out like this. So yeah, there you go. And I do that. But that's not all. This entire system is, it's connected to a network of redstone underneath it. So I can come over here, hit that lever. So you get the idea. You have to get your timing down. But the whole point of this is that that's how I automatically get my hands on a ton of extra crimson shrooms, or warped shrooms, depending on which one I'm working on. You have to change the type of nylium that's on top of the sticky pistons in order to make it work. So you've already filled up the warehouse with moss and dirt? No, dirt is it's all like the warehouse is almost completely filled with grass blocks, but not so much normal dirt. Go ahead and just, and then like the leftovers that come from all of the harvesting of the trees just goes right back into the composting system to create more bone meal. And as you can see, I've got a decent number of bone blocks as a product of that. Can you eat crimson fungus? No. Crimson fungus blocks are not edible, and they're just made out of nether wart. So so like that's a lot of what I've been doing, you know? And then eventually I end up, you know, like, oh no, my like diamond hoe, it's kind of busted. I need to repair it. So I've got this other system built over here. There was a monster spawner not too far away. So I'll come over here through this network and I'll just stand here for a while, because on the other side of this wall is a zombie spawner, and I'll let them spawn. I'm not going to do that right now. But then, like, after enough zombies have spawned, I'll come back down here. And I'll just, you know, kill the zombies, because this is where they land. And, you know, this is where all the spoils turn up. I'll empty that chest to some degree. I specifically take all of the gold equipment and I put it in this system here to be smelted up into, you know, nuggets and whatnot. But that's not all. This takes me down to another thing that just so happens to be underneath it all, because they, you know, increase the world height. So I can come around here. This is where I grow a limited amount of nether wart if I need it here at spawn. But there's also the geode, and I have so I'll come down here and I'll harvest up amethyst crystals and everything. So that's available. But there's also this system over here, which is a dripstone farm. This is supposed to be automated. This is not working because there is a problem with the redstone system in the back. But basically there are observer blocks down below, and whenever at least one, like this one here is probably long enough. Whenever one of these dripstone gets long enough, it's supposed to fire off all of the pistons, which breaks everything. And then if I come around here, there is a cart system. And the cart is actually running this time. That's a big surprise. That cart likes to just suddenly stop running. So it'll collect up all of the dripstone that breaks and falls whenever it's triggered. At this point, I have to manually trigger all of it by coming in and hitting these buttons. So, see? And then the cart runs back and forth and it deposits all of it right here. So this is how I get my pointed dripstone. What I need to do I believe that the problem with how I've built everything back here is the fact that the observers are on the other side of these blocks, like they're right beneath the block that I'm staring at. So what I think the problem is that the observer will observe something and fire off for way too weak and way too brief of a moment. So what I need to do is basically rip up the block that all of this redstone is on and put in just basically an entire row of repeaters and a second line of redstone that leads up to this tower that'll fire off the pistons up top. But I just haven't gotten around to doing that. I've done a lot of work around here, and it's all kind of, you know, it's just kind of shoved in wherever it fits, mostly because this is the Midcrest was not a village that was ever intended to be like, it wasn't intended as anything. It was basically just something that I built for the sake of building, and then it turns out, oh well, it's right at the spawn, so it's at the crossroads of the world, so I may as well just fix it up. You know, make it nicer, as it were. Go ahead and... Man, I got a lot of amethyst crystal for as little as I broke apart there. Throws a rune at Strife. Why would you throw a rune at me? What did I do? Dunno. Looks like a blood rune, though. Zouchin. Zouchin. No. Things that I have done. Oh, here's something that I haven't done. Here we go. Kingdoms and Crossroad. Go ahead and ride the rail here. It's going to take a hot minute for me to get there, so just be patient. OSRS? What is Ossers? Like that's the best way that I know how to pronounce that. On a different note, chat, what constitute old school RuneScape? Oh my god, holy crap. Okay, I didn't like I've heard stories about RuneScape, never played it myself. So very nice setup, sir. Oh, thank you very much, Akita Storm. So, chat, I have a vague question for you here. What constitutes short for a skirt? I'm quite curious about this. Like, what actually constitutes a skirt being short? Above mid-thigh, or, you know, above middle fingers when flat. When it ends above the knee. The lower part of your cheeks are hanging out. Oh my god. Getting cheeky with it, eh? Anyway, that's... I didn't ask for any particular reason, I was curious. Of course you would, Eli. Of course you would. Oh, man. I gotta get that. I gotta get something figured out with that that dress that was purchased for me. Who was it again? Storm. I think it was Storm Mage that purchased that for me. Oh, the Mukini is still back there. Okay, it was Stormy. Thanks again. I really do like that number. And I look forward to figuring out what the hell to do with it. Like how to show it off for you guys, as it were. Because I don't know if you guys have figured it out, but I really do like the stuff that you that ends up on the wish list for me to wear. Like, I really do have a love for that stuff. I like sharing that, you know. Man, this rail line is a long slog. There we go. Okay, cool. So I have arrived at Crossroads. That's where I'm at. So, for those of you who have been following for a while, you'll know Crossroads by the look of it. But here we are. So I'm at Crossroads, and there's been a bit of an alteration to Crossroads. This is what's happened to Crossroads right here. The original Diamond Farm system was ripped out and rebuilt as a tier farm. Because this gets a lot more crops going. You need to add elevator music. Well, I do have Minecraft music going in the background, but it's like really quiet. Minecraft music is always really quiet. The complexity of your builds are insane. How long does it take to make them? Oh, geez, that's a good question. Crossroads was like a 12-episode series, and I think it took about 4 months to produce. He made a deal with the devil. No, I meant to the minecart. You need to add elevator. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, I get it. But yeah, there you go. So, I don't remember if this was not a component of, like, Crossroads whenever I built it, but I did create this egg tosser. I think that this was, like, not a thing whenever I did Crossroads initially. What are you doing out of the pen? Oh, this entire system. Oh, there's so many chicks left in there. I have not idled around. God, they are very derpy. I have not idled around here long enough. That's astounding. Is it really, Zata? I don't know. Doesn't seem that interesting to me. It doesn't seem to be picking up the pumpkins. Is the pumpkin collector full? Don't tell me that the pumpkin collector is full. The pumpkin collector is full. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of work here. Because my my diamond hoe does need a little bit of repairing. So I'll go ahead and... Oh my god, I have a lot of feathers here. At least they have heads this time. Everything is full. Tev, you sound like you need to chill out, okay? You need to just calm down, Tev. Calm down. Everything's fine. All right, I'm going to bounce. Have a good one. See ya. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride, even for a little bit. Gilham, enjoy the rest of your day. All right, where are the farmers? Don't you dare know you, Tev. That's a wholly unjustifiable statement for you to say to me. You are aware you're going to end up with a double negative before long, right? I guess I was kind of in need of additional... Oh my god, I completely forgot that I have a bunch of warped stem in my... Whew. But yeah, that was the whole reason why I came here. I wanted to show you guys that I changed the farms to this new tiered system, which is nice. I like this new system. It's a whole lot more efficient. You can pack way more crops into it. You know, you got your potatoes, you got your carrots, you got your wheat, and you got your beetroots, and those are all good. It was so much work. It was a lot of work tearing out the old one and putting in the new system, but I'm happy with the way that it is. It's all tested out perfectly fine. We have a lot of storage to work with over here, so no complaints on my side. Don't tell me that the wool system is full. Well, at least the wool system isn't full. Oh, look at that. They've all gone sleepy sleep. And then, of course, there's still the disaster mess that Tev caused with the portal down here. I watched part of your Minecraft series and have always been enthralled by your builds, just your content in general. What we do in the shadows, what would you do? This whole setup is very well done. WWD this? Can't wait to see the continuing stories. We really do need to get on to that. Made any progress on Tev's library? WWS is a mistype. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and... That's the wrong shulker box. Something that I do need to do is get a shulker farm up and running on this server. Because I'm moving so much material. Like, at some point, that warehouse is going to be so stocked full of materials that it's going to be like, oh boy, this is going to take multiple trips to get the materials out to the site where I need to work on this stuff. We have a whole different build to work on. Yeah, we've got a lot of different builds to try and figure out. You know, come to think of it. Oh, Harker! I forgot that this is... Oh, look at that boy. Look at him. Let me change this to a different image. Here we go. So this is the current server map. So, you know, you got the little key up here so you can figure it out. But this is the current state of the world. So this is, you know, the spawn, and this is crossroads out here. So I'm right here. So this gives you an idea of the size of the world. As long as that cart ride was, my presence here in Crossroads, this is only a half measure, okay? Like, this is only halfway out on the road. Like, there is an actual overland route to get here, but this is not far enough out to warrant a, This is not far enough out to warrant a nether portal, okay? I would say my earliest memory of content was in my early to mid-teens when your name was Link the First and always excited to watch your content. Oh, a cute kitten. Yeah, it's our new cat, Harker. We're still slowly integrating him into the household. He was a stray, so... And there's been some extra work here. So like this dotted line is supposed to represent that there's like no overworld route with no proper road. We've since patched this road up right here, so these two locations connect up, Twin Towns and the Church of the End and everything. So there's been a lot of work, but basically the green dots mean that there's no nether portal, and the red dots mean that there's a nether portal and it's connected via the nether highway. So that gives you an idea of just how absurdly large this world is, you know? But yes, you asked what I was doing, you know, what I've been up to on the server. And, you know, it's not like I've been up to all of it on my own. Wait a minute. I need to go talk with those freaking villagers one more time. Been flipping between typing in stream and playing FF14. I mean, that's not a bad thing to do. We'll use up all of these pumpkins before long. You guys just love sitting in your composters over there. Switch to this. Wait, you'll trade more pumpkins all of a sudden? Ah, there we go. Did you guys already replenish your... Oh, look at the kitty. Man, they like there's no satiating these guys today. They want all the pumpkins. It's really noisy around here though. The constant sounds from the villagers drives me nuts. All right. Well, I'm done here. We'll move on. Tried to solo the Great Hunt. It did not end well. The noises they are making. Made it a mission to open up every trial dungeon and raid from all expansions. I need to play FF7. Haven't even opened the wrapping on it. Oh man. Sleeps on the ride back. It's a long ride back. It's a long ride back. The projects that take the longest time are always the tunnels. These rail tunnels are the longest part of it all, and they're also the part that I appreciate the most, because moving around locations on the map, like, the overland routes exist. There are horses on the server. We still don't have a stable or anything, but, or a ranch. But, like, it's possible, you know? it's possible to do, you know, everything that you need on the, it's possible to get around manually, but being able to just get into a cart and just go is so, so valuable. Hop in that cart and just get moving. Okay, options, resource packs, open folder. Check my screenshots folder here because I need to look at my design for the station. Here we go, the loading unloading system. All right, I've got my notes up. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the loading and the unloading system whenever I get back, because I need to set up the system by which you can get on and off the rails. Yeah, there we go. I have words, and those words work. I swear they do. Gonna have a fun time working through all of this. Oh, we. Oh, right, Doomsday. Your old man British Strife. Okay, okay. I'll get the timer started. I am so sorry about that. This is how dead-brained I am today.
Well, I do have to say, my friend, I am now your good friend. Right. This, my friend, is how we are going to refer to British Grandpa Strife. If you understand me quite perfectly well. Welcome to Minecraft. My name is William Strife. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Having to combine the two sounds this is much more difficult than I thought it would ever be, if you understand me. Welcome, my friends, to a long time on the track. Right, perfect. So that's all done. Now our next step is, I require cactus and, slab. We'll do this just fine, as I need a stone button. A stone button, a bit of sand and a cactus right here. This will all do the job quite well. Grab that. Grab a few of these. I also need a dispenser. Yes, this is the next step. I require a hopper and I require a dispenser. Where's all of the wood at? I require some additional wood. Not the type of wood I expected to use. Oh wait, I can use this. This quite well, my friends. Don't worry. Zouten resumed. Say S word. Your S word is sticky. Because that's what this is. It's a very, very sticky challenge of doing the accent the way that I am. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, mate. I have everything under control. Sticker. Yes, sticker. I said what I mean, and I meant what I said. Alright, well, we can make at least one hopper. What is it? The next thing that I require is a dispenser. The critical part of this, although technically a dispenser isn't utterly necessary for what I'm trying to get done, but it can be done. Oh my word. Look at that. A flag change. You know, chat, I will take this opportunity to point out a thing to you, a very important factor. It is the fact that Oh my, I got scared. Helm! Helm, how are you doing? Just thought it would be funny to hear you try to pronounce this in old Strife voice. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yes.
Ooh la la.
Oh my word, all of a sudden I'm getting all sorts of things in the post. What are you doing? What is this? A spiffing Brit impression? I was told to do an old man British. Old man British, to try and mix two different accents together. I don't think it's working too well, in all honesty. What was it to make a dispenser again? I can hardly remember. It's a little bit of redstone and some cobble. Oh, right. Do I have any cobble? Do I have any redstone here? Is redstone present in this location? I don't believe that there is any. I do have the cobblestone, however. Don't worry about me. It'll all be on fire before long. Not Tory enough. Pish posh. Pish posh. Thank you very much for the donation there and the subscription. It is very good to know that I am worth your time and your monetary compensation. Right, I forgot to grab the... Wait a minute, there's a bow right there. Oh, that's the problem. It's not a repaired bow. You cannot manually... Oh, wait, can you? No, well, sort of, but not quite. Okay, there's the dispenser. Perfect. All done. All right. If I check my notes one more time here. Let us see. I also need an activator rail and a pressure plate rail. Do I have either of those in here? So we have a detector and we have an activator. Okay, so a detector rail and activator rail. We have powered rails. Right, now I need a bit of a slab. We'll go ahead and use this chiseled right here. I believe that this is the right choice to go with. Next up, we require a bit of deep slate. I do enjoy a bit of deep slate myself. Here we are. Perfect. Where's the stone cutter in this bloody building? There we are. Oh, it's exactly what I needed. Alright, I believe that this is everything that was necessary for me to be able to finish here. So, go ahead and split that in half. Alright, it's back to Side Shale. Yes, I believe it was Side Shale, the posh location. Once again, I do so apologize for how long it's taken me to actually do this accent for you. I was just so wrapped up on things. So wrapped up. Now that we're enjoying another long ride, another S word. Your S word is swimmingly, because that's what a nice trolley ride is. It's nice and swimming. Take the rails back to where I want. You hop on. Not even a need to buy a ticket this time around. Just enjoy the process of going back to the place where you once belonged, as it were. I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to mark some of these S words complete. The flag change is rather unexpected. What flag change, Tatsu, are you looking for? While I'm waiting for you to answer, I will say, chat, I'm rather disappointed. There is a nice flag alternative or flag adjacent thing that you can find on the wish list that has been there for a while. It is a novelty pair of very large panties, and it's supposed to be used as an alternative to what can go into the back wall. The entertaining thing about that, the pair, the rubber duckies that are on there, is, as it were, they Wait a minute. Are those still on the list? I don't recall. Did I remove them? I can't recall. Sounds a lot like the Grand Maester from Game of Thrones. You see, I've never watched Game of Thrones. Well, I have watched Game of Thrones. It was not compelling to me. I found it to be very uninteresting and really just a show made up of horrible people doing horrible things. Didn't want to have more of it. What is the function of a rubber duck? Many have asked this question for ages, and we still don't really have an answer. Alright, so the solution here is to... Let us see if we can make this work. What if we come in through here and... What if the cactus is just right here? We'll put the cactus right here. Pop that down like so. I should probably disconnect the line as well. This is going to be a bit of a process, if you will, getting this to work. Alright, so to get this working properly, we want to remove that and remove this. We need to put the dispenser down first, pointing directly up, and then we attach that to it like so. Come in here and we do a bit of normal rail with the activator and the detector. So it should be a normal rail on top of this, and then the activator rail on top of that, and then the detector rail, is it? Which one of these was the one that she was... I think it went this way. Right, and then we attach things right there. That's perfect. Yes, that's perfect. Perfect, I do say. Alright, so we will now do this. Patch things up just a tiny bit right here. Right. Put that in. And we'll put the damned button right there. And here we will attach a powered rail, I believe. Can I do it right here? This is the important question. That didn't work. Oh, no, I shouldn't be using that. Don't worry, it's all fine.
All right, there we go. Your accent is complete. Okay, so mark accent is complete. Flag change. That's a good question. Right, it's the Pride flag or the New California Republic from Fallout. What are the flag choices, sir? And that's part of the reason why additional flags, like additional wall decorations, are necessary. I want to try to stay away from flags as much as possible, but that wall decoration specifically, like the trans flag, the Pride flag, and the New California Republic. So we've only got 3 options. I say Fallout. Okay. So it is a Fallout day then. Arhelm. I was having to focus so hard on getting my accent correct. Thank you very much for the tip. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's good to see you again. Welcome to the stream and enjoy yourself while you're here. It's always nice to see people who have been hanging around. It's nice to see faces return, is what I mean to say. All right. Here we go. So, let me shift this camera over a little bit so you guys can see this. All right, there we go. There we go. Got the New California Republic up. Strife, I dare you to eat a few pieces of cat food. Nah. I won't do that. Not interested at all. Even though it's technically supposed to be edible, you know. Okay, that absolutely refuses to connect. Oh my god. Nice skirt. I mean, what are you OMGing about there, Tev? Okay, so I remember this being a problem in the past, so I have to set this up first. I was dead asleep when you got dressed. Oh, you weren't aware of what I put on today. Okay. So if I do this, Tev wears the pants in the house? I mean, right now, I think, strictly speaking, yeah. I mean, I didn't bring up skirts for no reason earlier. I brought them up for like a very particular reason. It's because I'm wearing one today. I like skirts. What can I say? There's something nice about them. Although, I'll let you in on a secret, chat. I'm not wearing a skirt today. God, how am I going to make this work? There's so little space here. I think I might have to expand the shape of this place. Vacation lingerie. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, because the... Yeah, this won't work. This won't work this way because this is the only alternative method, but this needs to be 3. So oh man, I have to actually adjust the shape of the... Okay, well, let's do it. We're gonna widen this a little bit here. And actually, you know what? We're gonna use the silk touch. I'm looking forward to getting to Addy on my mining level. Addy? What's Addy? Adamant. Oh, okay. I don't really know what that means, though. So we can put... So just rip that out. Okay. Of available materials, a player can work the tiers. Of the materials the player can work, the tiers are bronze, iron, steel, mithril, adamant, and runite. Adamant is the second highest. Okay, now that makes sense to me. I understand what that means. Okay, so we can. Here, pop that down, take that out. God, my freaking pack is so full. Okay, 1, 2, 3, there we go. There we are. Now, let's there we go. Okay. And finally, I want to get this wall a little bit further expanded. Gonna have to figure out how this station is supposed to look eventually, but I've got an improved sense of what I'm doing now. So we'll move that torch over one, move that torch over one, and then put that torch right there. In fact, you know what? Probably better if we just do it that way. Just put that there, I guess. Good enough. Better materials makes it easier to level. Oh, that's nice. That also makes a decent amount of sense too. So, all right. So now that I've done that, we will come in here. We will put the sand down right here. And then we will 1 and 2 right there. It is dispenser, followed by hopper. So it's Detector. Activator. Normal rail. Okay, there we go. Then we can come over here. And then put the button on top of that. Didn't want the button in that orientation. There we go. 2 powered rails. And then I think I got some spare normal rail here. Yep, sure enough. I got some spare. There we go. Okay, I think I got this correct. I think I got it in correctly now. Let's take out a couple of these lines to make certain that I don't go flying off down the tunnel while testing this. And okay, so we're arriving. Okay, that worked. That worked just fine. That worked beautifully as well. Perfect. Although... whoop, zipping forward. That is a bit odd. The hopper didn't pick it up. Man, the newer Minecraft music is just like, it's something else, isn't it? I like the sound of it. Thank you so much for the engagement and everything today, guys. It's nice to see you guys making use of some of the older stuff that typically doesn't get a lot of use. Okay, so it is connected. It is like working the way that it's supposed to, I think. I don't understand why the hopper isn't picking it up, though, so... but everything's connected up. It's good to go. Should be perfectly fine from here on out. Come to think of it, though, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this a little bit. I'm going to move this back just a tiny bit. By 1 track, I'm going to move it back. So, Spencer, Hopper, Spencer, Hopper, activator and detector. There we go. Okay, that's the dense version that I want. That is the condensed version. Perfect. So that is like it's a rough version of the station for Sideshale, but it's the station nonetheless. It's all done. It's all done, pretty much. Like I'm gonna have to come through and like beautify the walls and everything and figure out what's going on there. But actually, before we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just expand this by 3 blocks, and that'll make the station complete, essentially. Like the basic shape and or area of it, at least. Is this andesite or is it tough? I still haven't learned what all of the blocks look like in this texture pack. So chat, chat. I hope that I'll be able to stream some more for you over the week. What all I would stream over the week, because you know it's vacation week for me. What all I will stream if I do any extra streaming this week. Again, like that's not a guarantee. I look forward to it. You know, I look forward to spending some more time with you guys, if at all possible. You guys are great. You're lovely. I enjoy spending time, you know, with you, entertaining, etc. You know, since I'm here, and I've got some of the stuff necessary, let's just take some of the rails. And we'll go ahead and we'll just like make the pits in the ground ready to go, you know. There we go. It's basic, like that's a lot of the that's a lot of the like the raw necessary work done right there. It's just like, okay, well, you just need your dispenser, your hopper, your cactus, your launching button, etc. and you're finished. Like, I don't know when the line is going to go in over there, but there we go. That's all done. Let's go ahead and stash things where they belong now. Oh my god, no wonder I can't run. I'm starved. I haven't eaten enough carrots. Call me the carrot boy. I love my carrots. I eat many and many carrots day in and day out. Welcome to the Carrotopia. There is a significant amount of carrot in here that you need to eat. It is necessary to stay healthy. Okay, and this site. Yeah, Strife, veggies. Well, here's the thing, Tev. Ever since I switched to carrots, you're like, I don't understand why you eat that. You refuse to touch and eat carrots in this game. Who's the unhealthy one now? Sir? What? What? You're just gonna say, sir? What's supposed to be balanced diet? Psh. Yeah, it's called a carrot in each hand. Oh, hey, I have these doors. I need to put those away. Beauty. Okay, cool. That's all fixed up. Now to just like, oh, are you ready? Are you ready? It's the inaugural launch. Here we go. Oh, look at that. I don't have to do that like that awkward, like, oh, I'm gonna get in the cart and slowly nudge myself forward. I don't have to edge anymore. I know that that's something that you guys are really, really into, and you show up for like all of the times that I play Minecraft and I edge. But I mean, listen, sometimes you just want to get going. You want to just like really launch instead of just edging. Anyways, it's called Strife, trying to become orange like a carrot. That's not true. That is utterly and completely untrue. Man, you don't know it, but I'm very thankful for that donation that came in. It changes some of the math for how money moves around. I basically have to I have a threshold where I'm like, well, money's not going to move unless it goes over this particular quantity. Otherwise, it's not worth my time. to like log in and mess around with things. So getting that tip today was like really, really nice. Thank you so very much. Strife is an orange tabby confirmed. This is not true. It's a lie. An utter lie, mind you. Oh-wee. The single brain cell explains everything about him. If not Orange Tabby, then what? I am a CEO, and you will refer to me as such. With proper respect. Alright, let's go ahead and stash some of this stuff. I've got this in here. You know what? While we're at it, I am gonna... God damn it. God fucking damn it. I was just at Side Shale. I was just at Side Shale, and I needed to get rid of this stuff. Here. We're just gonna switch away from that. Strife some mutt of a cat. How fucking dare you? Yeah, chat, let's talk about this. What cat would Strife be? I don't even know that you guys deserve to see my pretty face right now. In fact, you've gotten yourself in such a hole of disapproval here that like even like I wouldn't even fulfill like a hundo right now. That's how unhappy with you guys I am. Nothing of the sort is going to happen, obviously, because people aren't made of money. But you heard me. You rabble-rousing malcontents. It is funny. No, it's not. It's not funny. It's just insulting. Oh, Teardown is on sale. That's cool. Wish I had the money for it. Didn't know that there was going to be some sort of a sale going on there. Then again, how often does Steam have sales on stuff, man? It happens so frequently. And it keeps doing that to me. Why does it keep giving me the freaking minecart back? It's supposed to be depositing. Ugh, this game sometimes. Okay, where was the warped stem stack? Here we go. Oh my god, I really have been working at it hard. I have 2.5 double chests of warped stem now. And these stacks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. Man, I'm getting close to the halfway point. Orange Tabby is most likely, but have we considered Ragdoll Cat instead? I don't know, man. Ragdoll cats are hypoallergenic. Do you really think that I'm hypoallergenic? Hyper, potentially. Hypersexual? Absolutely. Hypoallergenic? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, wait. God. Whew. Oh, wait. All right, chat, listen. You know what it's time for? It's time for me to close up. It is time for me to close up stream. We're just gonna get it. We're gonna get ourselves back to spawn, and we're gonna close up because it's time for me to go. It's time for me to think about lunch. It's time for me to like use the necessities and whatnot. Luckily, I don't have any. I don't have any squats and stuff to get out today, which is great. Oh, thank goodness! I'm so hungry. Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock. This is whenever I'm supposed to stop in the first place. It's a little bit sad because I didn't like get that extra hour in like I was supposed to make the stream as long as I normally do. But like it is what it is. Sometimes you don't get everything that you need. I personally find myself, I think I'm lucky to have gotten through. I think I'm lucky to have actually streamed today at all. I absolutely could have stayed in bed and just kept sleeping. So, man, when you're ready to just finish and stop and it keeps going. I'm black. I'm back. What I miss? You didn't really miss anything other than the fact that it is time for me to end. It is time for me to end. So, okay, back, quit game. Going to the server, save dash all, saved the game. Cool. Chat, you will probably see more of me over the weekend. I will definitely see you on Monday for the normal stream, but over the weekend or over this next week, I'm on vacation, and I'm really going to enjoy a lot more in Shrouded, and I don't know whether or not that's going to get streamed or not, but don't be surprised if it does. Also, Tev's right here in chat. You can go ahead and follow her if you're interested. But I am so ready to end. Guys, you've been a wonderful and a lovely audience. I will see you all on Monday at the very least. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.